Hey everyone, Miguel Hito of your Cranial Emission Show here. Getting dialed into the show on the interweb and social media, it's a piece of cake. Here's a few ways you can do it. First and foremost, our home base is Spreaker.com. Search the Cranial Emission Show. And on iPhone and Android markets, download the Spreaker app and listen to live or to archive shows right on your phone or tablet. Next, visit our Facebook page under the Cranial Emissions Network, and Twitter @CranialE, YouTube, the Cranial Emissions Show _official. And you can even email us with your questions and comments at thecranialemissionsshow@gmail.com. If you want to be part of the show, you can call in on Friday nights between 7 and 9 Eastern Standard Time at 813-438-6068. Thanks for listening and being part of the growing revolution that is the Cranial Emission Show.
Hello, this is Sancho from the Cranial Emission Show. Our celebrity voices are impersonated. Bang, what's the word?
Impersonated.
Oh, are impersonated unless otherwise stated by Ben, Joe, or Miggy.
Live from the tasting room of ESB Brewing in scenic Tampa, Florida, it's the Cranial Emission Show.
Interrupting the silence of a little science with an act of defiance by the Cranial Alliance.
And Charles was the name that was given to me. And when I'm on the mic, it's like destiny.
Well, he's a mover and a shaker, not a flopper or a faker. If he was on chips, he'd be punching Dr. Baker.
But there's more to this mix and this recipe. Here's adaptation number 2 of the Cranial 3.
First name Miguel, my last name Hito. I'm a mixture of the best, like a sushi filled burrito.
And if you get to know him, then you can call him Miggy.
Got the bitty bitty beats like Buck Spots Mickey. There's still another part in this play on words. His name is Joey T, and he needs to be heard. Joseph T. Needles Incorporated. The mold was broke when I was created.
If you need a bottle, he's got plenty to spare.
And if he was a trucker, he'd have a monkey named Bear. Well, I'm the last dog, the final bark of the pack. And now I'm gonna tell you who we are and where we're at.
Cranial Emissions is the name of the show.
Friday night, 7 to 9 is the time, don't you know? ESP Brewery will be live on the air.
Come have a pint with us, we've got plenty to spare.
A show for everyone, alive and departed. Enough about us, let's get the show started.
Now let's get down and dirty with the triumvirate.
Welcome to another edition, folks, of the Cranial Emission Show. Broadcasting live from ESB Brewing, the triumvirate before you. Ben Charles, Miguel Hito, Caleb Crispy himself. Here at 333 North Falkenberg Road, Suite D.
Oh, Suite D.
407.
Guess what I forgot to do today?
Forgot to download the Suite D sound bites?
Oh, God, I totally did. But you know what?
Sweet D.
There you go.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Action-packed show here from ESB in Tampa, Florida. Come on up if you're thirsty. 14 different beers to choose from behind the bar. A veritable medley of flavors. As there's all kinds of new ones here on tap. Come and see the lovely Nicole or the gorgeous Genevieve to pour you a pint of one of ESB's finest. You want to call in, you want to be a part of the show, you can do so by dialing 813-438-6068. Guys, a ton of guests on the slate tonight. It's one of the most action-packed shows we've probably ever had. In a little while, after this segment, I'm pleased to be joined by Ron Aber from Global Marine Exploration, Inc. Not Global Marine Research, as Miggy told me earlier.
Sorry about that.
Later on, we'll be joined by facts. Don't ever let them get in the way here on the Cranial Mission Show. Later on, Mayor Rob Ford, former mayor of Toronto, Rob Ford, will be on the show to regale us with some of his with an item from his bucket list, I believe. Several items from his bucket list, which, you got to figure with Rob, he better hurry up and check those off at the rate he's going.
Yeah, exactly, man. He's about 10 shades of dying.
And then a very special guest will be on a little bit in the third segment of the show, at the top of the second half of the show, fourth segment, actually. The president himself, President Barack Obama, will be on the show once again. We haven't had him on in a while. It's been several months since we've had him on the show. So I'm looking forward to that. And on the production side, we have a return of a good friend of ours as well, Bob McKenzie, back with us from Regina, Saskatchewan.
Hey, I'm here.
So it's good to have you back, buddy.
I'm here, I'm queer, get used to it.
Oh, hey, Sancho, man. Come on, give me a break. That was really messed up.
So we got the team, the production team of the North of the Border reporter, Bob McKenzie, and Sancho Sanchez.
I'm always here.
The inimitable Sancho Sanchez.
You know, I've been busy all day, like finding samples on the computer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
That
trying
one's
to.
a little low, Sancho.
Dingo ate my baby. You heard that story from Australia?
We have. That's many, many years old, Sancho.
But shit, I find it really did eat her baby.
The dingo ate the baby.
Oh, come on, let's go on, Sancho. Let's go, man. I'm ready to go.
In the last segment, we'll actually have Felix Cal, the benefactor, the superfan extraordinaire, will be on the show to, Caleb, give us another chance at a movie buff challenge. The last time he was on the show, we failed miserably.
Oh, my God.
Did he happen to bring the answers with him so we could review ahead of time?
That was an absolute train wreck.
It was bad.
I hope he made it easy this time.
Well, you know Sancho. You know Felix, man. He never makes anything easy.
Well, he's easy.
Well.
It's so odd being the only gay in the village.
Whoa, Felix.
So anyway, let's go ahead and start the show the way we do every single week, and that is with the beer call. ABC?
Yeah,
Jackson
that's the
5?
one, man.
No.
That is the one. You know, I'm surprised at you, sir, my good Sir Ben here. We have 3 new beers on tap, yet you picked a wonderful old beer. But I'm going to let you slide on this one today. We have the new beers we have today are the Grand Cru, and it's a Grand Cru. It's a very complex beer, many, many ingredients, and it's sitting at 10%. We could have been trying that tonight, but no. We had to go with the Pirate's Horde, which is an amazing beer. But we're going to start off with, am I quite correct, the Watermelon Goes tonight?
That is correct.
There goes G-O-S-E, summer.
No, that's the Watermelon Goes.
Watermelon Goes. Which one do we
Yes,
have?
no, the one that we're drinking is the Cucumber Goes.
Oh, stand I corrected. This is the Sal Pepino, which means salted cucumber.
No.
Pepino. It's very, very
Right.
sexy.
Yeah.
I'm here and quit. I get used to it.
Whoa, Sancho. So this is the Sal Pepino. The Sal Pepino Goes is, where's the darn, it's 5% there.
5.9%. Sorry, with the headphones. No, it's my headphones. Sorry. 5.9% on the ABV.
And it is awesome. It's very refreshing. It has a very interesting finish. It's almost like a salted peppered cucumber.
It is. It's actually very refreshing.
This is a good beer. You know what? You know what this would be good with?
What?
Maybe it's overkill. I don't think it would be, though. This would be good with a bag of salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
I think it would pair well.
Bitch, please.
Sancho's giving you the greatest things than ever.
You giving us the what? What did you say?
Now I've worked hard to get in all these samples for you, man.
Yeah, don't go too sample heavy. Otherwise, we're going to sound like Pinky and the Dog from Baby and the Dog from
Nice.
Family Guy.
No, it's Pinky and the Brain.
I mixed the two. I mixed the two cartoons.
Pinky
yeah.
and the Dog.
I meant Baby and the Dog from Family Guy.
Dingo and the Baby.
Yeah, Dingo. there you
From
go.
Family Guy.
Dingo ate your baby.
But this, but this beer is, it's sneaky because a beer like this, as light as it is, you would never imagine that this was actually 5.9%.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Actually, I got here a little earlier than y'all did, and I tried the Watermelon Goes.
Very yummy.
And I looked down the list and saw this on the list, and I thought, mix the two. Watermelon and cucumber are similar, and they complement
They're
each
very
other.
watery.
Yeah.
Very, very
Try
watery.
mixing. Or another thing that would make this really pop would be a little jalapeno.
Yes, I agree. Add a little spice to this. That's
It's
a
got
great
the
idea.
salty. It's
Add a
got
little
the
spice,
refreshing.
gonna be real nice.
That'd be good.
I love it. I love it. I love it, boys.
My go-to is actually the There Goes Summer Watermelon Goes. I'm going with that one as my regular pint tonight, and it is quite tasty. A little plug for that at 5.9%. But this second beer, what do we have here, Maggie?
Second beer is a staple here for a little while, at least longer. Is the bourbon barrel aged Imperial Maple Brown Ale that a wonderful Leslie made back in the day.
Oh, Leslie. She's here. I love her. What's she doing? Is she with Darwin?
Yeah, she's
Brewing?
with Darwin Brewing, right, down south.
Yeah, she's doing pretty good over there, man. I will have to say it's a kind of it's a South American inspired. I want to say Peruvian inspired.
Yeah, I would say Central American or South American.
I think it's more Peruvian because they get some really interesting things.
I love the names of the beers that they go with,
Yeah,
and the imagery that they use for their marketing is really clever. Darwin. I've had the pleasure of having their beers at a few of the different little beer things that we go to from time to time.
No doubt.
And I've always come away very impressed with what Darwin does.
Love it. Absolutely.
And you're
love
right.
it. So,
This is a beer that's been on the cycle for a while, but I have not seen it on the board in a long time, Mickey.
yeah, it's up there. Pirates War, yeah, it's been up there. Oh, you know what? I actually got another keg ready for you. That's right. We did blow that a little bit ago, so I apologize. But it is sitting at 8.5%. It is a strong beer, very bourbon up front, very kind of bourbon breathy, if you may.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that bourbon breathy?
That's good term.
Yeah.
Ooh. While we're on the topic of beer, Ben & Jerry's now getting in the beer biz.
I heard about this on the radio the
Sorry,
other day
mate.
on a competitive show, but I thought it was a very interesting idea. I don't know.
On a competitive show?
Yeah.
Do they get paid?
Yeah.
Well, then there's no competition.
I didn't hear it on there, so I don't have to mention their name. So this is the Ben & Jerry's is tagging up with New Belgium. I just had one of the New Belgium Rampart Imperial Double IPA. It was sitting about 8.5, and it was really smooth and really friggin' tasty.
You were telling me about that one the other day, and what was it? Not last week, but the week prior to that, we were talking about another New Belgium beer that you weren't a fan of.
Yeah, the Accumulation. I was not even close to fan. Was that a white IPA? Was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was.
I like that.
We're making a black IPA on Sunday. We're brewing Sunday. We're doing a black IPA, and then
I'm in.
The great David Otero, if he doesn't mind me saying his last name, but he has no choice because I already said it. He's peeking at me now. We are going to...
He's giving you a rather discerning look over there.
We're going to do a test. He wrote a recipe for an idea I had for a butternut squash, like a watermelon butternut squash, almost a roasted watermelon butternut squash ale. We're going to try a 5-gallon batch to see how it rolls, see how it feels, and see what we need to adjust on it. And then we'll work from there. But we're also doing a Bob wrote a black IPA recipe, and I'm very excited about that. So that's upcoming at ESB Brewing.
I love black IPAs. I'm excited.
Back to this New Belgium Ben & Jerry's little mixy mix here. They're going to make a salted caramel brownie brown ale. That's a mouthful. But that sounds interesting. I don't know about the breadiness. I mean, I don't know.
I like the idea. We were talking about layering and different flavors and how they offset. I like the idea of incorporating the salty taste with the sweetness of the brownie and then the caramel as well. So it sounds appealing to me.
I'm here and quick. Get used to it.
Whoa, Ben. Wow. Did you hit that?
No.
I did. Sancho. Damn, Sancho, I'm going to have to take this away from you.
Yeah, take the board away from Sancho.
Oh, my God. So they're making this. It's what they're trying to do here is they're trying to create what's called something both delicious and impactful. B Corp, or beneficial corporations, are certified by the nonprofit B Lab to create rigorous standards of social and environmental performance. You know, Ben & Jerry's is huge with environment. They just stopped using GMOs entirely, which was really, really good. And as you know, I'm very impartial to Ben & Jerry's ice cream, considering I am from Vermont, and I've been to the factory about a dozen times. So,
whoa, you're from Vermont?
Yeah, eh?
What?
How you doing, eh?
You've never talked about that on a radio show.
I will drink maple syrup right out of the bottle.
So is this like? I mean, I gotta wonder with the Ben & Jerry's thing. Is this a start? Is this just the beginning of a wave of things to come for Ben & Jerry's? Because I mean, they've always been famous for their rather original combination of flavors. Do you think they start getting more regularly into the beer side of things?
I think so. I mean, who really started? Was it Rogue Beer brought in Voodoo Donuts,
right?
With a hell of a collaboration. I mean, the
great Trey Shannon.
Yeah, Trey Shannon and his partners from Voodoo Donuts went into work with the guys from Rogue and did a couple beers. I think they came out with lemon chiffon was the newest one, but we had the raspberry chocolate pretzel ale, which was
dynamite,
unbelievable. And Trey, of course, had that on the Radio Fresh with us. He had never tried it before, so we get to try it live with us on the radio, which is a really cool experience. But I think that you're going to see a lot more collaborations with food companies, with all the craziness that people are starting to come up with beer. So I think this is definitely the beginning of the wave. This is the beginning of the tidal wave where the water starts to recede out.
Right. Yeah.
And then it's going to come on. And
it's right now the water's sucking in. It's getting ready to. You're getting ready to see a typhoon.
Tidal wave.
A tidal wave.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. My thesaurus isn't working properly today.
My thesaurus?
Anyway, on another note, the beer store in Canada, from Vermont to a little further north up in Canada.
Oh, I know that.
The beer store, which is the only place you can buy beer in Canada. It's always been that way. As long as I remember as a child, anyway, from childhood on, the beer store thing, at least in Ontario, was always